Hey, everybody, welcome to HBCU Original Listen. I am your co-host and none other, VB. We also got JL Williams.
Yo, what's up, family? How you doing? It's your boy JL Williams in the building. Man, I'm excited about today. This is truly the day the Lord has made, man. Man, I love this snow out here. How you like this snow, Vince?
No dang snow, man.
I like this snow.
You hollering about some snow. We just want to dive right into it tonight. A few of the larger conferences are starting conference play.
Yeah.
For those for those who haven't been following last year, we want to show them. Start off with our conference champions of 2024. We'll put that on the screen real quick so you guys can take a look. So last year's conference champions, the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference now is the HBCU Athletic Conference. We have Philander Smith. They did win. Russ was the women's for this the SAIC, which is the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. We had Clark Atlanta and Miles College for the women's. The CIAA, Lincoln University won the men's, and then Fayetteville State for the females. For the SWAC, we have Grambling State for the men's and Jackson State for the women's. And then finally, MEAC, the MEAC Conference, Norfolk State, the men's and women's last year. They both did win. So, it's a lot to digest. We want to just dive right into, this season and kind of just start off with the HBCU. For those who don't know, this is the new name of the Gulf Coast Conference. It's now the HBCU Athletic Conference. So just want to dive into, showcasing and seeing where the women's side of things are at. And you can see right now, Stillman, 7-1, they're leading in the East, and then in the West, Dillard, 7-1. So, John, what do you think? So, this conference is a smaller conference, of course.
Yeah, how many teams do they have in that conference?
I believe there is 16 teams. No, maybe 14. Let me see. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, I think it's 14 teams.
14. Okay.
So got Stillman, Talladega, Fisk, Tennessee, Voorhees University, Russ out of Mississippi, Wilberforce. And Wilberforce, they had a new coach. We actually interviewed that coach, John.
That was the young lady. That was
yeah.
Oh man, I can't think of her name, but we had a man. That was one of the classic interviews.
So they're doing they're 4-7 right now. Actually they're 6-10, but they're 4-7 in the conference. So we can reach back out to her. We got Oakwood out of Alabama, small school.
But she was there. This is her first year. Was this her first year coaching college ball?
Yeah, I believe it may be. It may be her first year coaching college ball.
Yeah,
she's professional, but it may be her first year coaching year, right?
Yeah.
We got Dillard out of Louisiana, Tougaloo out of Mississippi, Wiley, who actually is out of Texas. They actually had a pretty good team a couple years ago. Philander Smith, which did win last year. Southern University at New Orleans. We did interview.
I remember that interview. My man, he was. Yeah. And how's that player? That guy, the young man that was.
He's actually. Team. I'm gonna showcase him in a minute. So we'll talk about him in a minute. He's actually
okay. All right, because I remember some good vibes in that interview about him. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to get an update and see how he was doing.
Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good. He's a fantastic player. I think he averages around 24 a game, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So we got the Virgin Islands. Now, Virgin Islands, they're not going to pretty much do too well in the basketball sector. But hey, they're trying.
They're trying. They giving the effort. That's good.
And so we're going to move right on to and we'll move on to the men's side. Let me see, which is and then now the men's typically it's either going to be Southern Let's see right now the state. I mean the actual standings. Stillman is actually at the top. Wilberforce and
Now who's
Talladega.
leading? Who's leading in that conference with the men?
Right here, it got Stillman at 7-1.
Okay, all right, okay.
In the East and the West, we have Tagalugo. They're leading 7-1 in the conference play, and then 12.
Okay.
But Southern University at New Orleans, they're actually second place in the West.
Oh, good.
So they're doing pretty good, and
they're doing pretty good, man. Man, I would love that, man. I would love to get down there to.
There he is, right there. That's Josh. His name is Gibson. That's his last name. So Josh Gibson. He's averaging 22.7. He's actually 15 rebounds a game.
Wow.
So,
yeah. He was a tall. How tall was he, Vince? He was like what, 6'7", 6'8", something like that.
Let me see.
I know he had some height on him. I didn't know exactly how tall he was.
I think he's 6'10", but if I'm not mistaken, he's 6'10".
He's 6'10". Okay. Right. He got the whole package. He can handle the rock. He can, he can shoot. He can rebound. Obviously, got 15 boards. He doing his thing.
We'll see how well he does. I mean, going into the draft, I guess if he decides to test the waters. I mean, and if not, he may go overseas. So we don't know.
And he also the young brother that like all them tattoos.
Yeah, and listen.
We live in it's a different generation, man. They like what they like, man. So I don't think we should hold that against him. That's something that he likes. So, man, listen.
I was talking the other day. They had that article about him, and would he be able to,
I remember that. Yeah, it was a conversation that people were having around that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a fair thing, but I would if I was him. Now I don't know for sure, but I don't know what to think, man.
What would you do if that was your son? If that was your son, what would you do?
I just had to talk to him. I mean, I don't know his story, his background, so how he got to that point. So it's a tough decision, man.
A kid like that, I like to sit down and have a conversation with him. That's somebody I just like to talk to, just to not so much even to talk about his tattoos or whatever like that. That may come up in the conversation, but when you see that, there's always a story behind all those things you see, and I love talking to kids that have those kinds of those experiences, and the reason why they do that. Kids have a lot of reasons why they do what they do, whether we agree with them or not. Some of them are outlandish. I've heard a lot of strange stories, but it is what it is, and we just gotta love them in spite of. So it's all good. It's all good.
We'll move on to the SWAC. The SWAC is so right now we'll see. Let's see. We have Southern. Looks like they're at the top in 6 and 8. But in conference, they are 1-0. Alabama State is next. Alabama A&M. Prairie View, Jackson State, Florida A&M, Southern, Texas Southern, Arkansas Pine Bluff, Grambling State, Mississippi Valley, and Alcorn. They are last place at 0 and 14. Now, that is not going to work. Alcorn have a long way to go. And I don't know, these bottom schools, sometimes they may not get the talent.
I'm wondering what their like their draft pool is. Like where they in that area do they have like
I'm quite sure it's plenty of Texas.
Do they have
Alcorn? Yeah, they definitely getting talent out of Texas. Texas, Mississippi Valley State, there's a lot of talent in Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. Jackson State, but typically, Southern Alabama State, those are the larger schools. So
okay.
They may get and then Bethune-Cookman's in Florida, so they may get a lot of talent from that.
Yeah, they might get a lot of talent. Yeah, Bethune-Cookman. Yeah.
Jackson State. I mean, football they're great, but basketball is different. It's a different situation in basketball.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So yeah, the men's conference right now, I don't know. It just looks kind of bleak. So maybe they'll get together. We'll see. But
And you know what? I had this like this. I don't know if it was a vision or something like, but it's kind of funny. I just wanted to share. I said, man, as much as these kids play games, man, I wonder if all this is gonna go to gaming. You know what I mean? Because they are so into these games, man, and they really dedicated to it. I'm like, will this ever, or could this ever go to like a, like schools playing schools kind of, a gaming situation, and not so much to replace basketball, but it being another degree of competition, because now
no, they do that now. They have HBCU tournaments all over the place.
Do they?
National tournaments. Yes.
Okay.
The NFL sponsors the tournament. The NBA sponsors the tournament.
The NBA sponsor. Okay. All right. Well, hey, I was thinking right, but I guess I was out of the loop.
They have one coming up. As fact, they have one coming up pretty soon.
And I'm not so much into that. I just sort of see it, but I guess I really didn't, don't see it on that level. But now that you said what you said, it makes a lot of sense.
And you got to remember, all the players play anyway. So
yeah, they do. Yeah,
I mean that's their downtime. So I'm going to bring up the women's right quick right now. Let's see. We have at 9-5. Alabama A&M is leading the pack, 2-0 in the conference, 9-5 overall. Florida A&M is 4-8. Alabama State 4-10. Jackson State 3-9. Texas Southern 3-10. Grambling State 4-9. Southern, Prairie View, Bethune-Cookman, Alcorn State, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Mississippi Valley State, they rounded out. But a lot of those losses, though, people, listen, don't take these losses for face value. These losses are not in conference. You got to remember, they're playing teams who they normally don't play. They're playing large teams to get exposure and to get
exposure at the next level.
So, they're playing, probably Alabama, probably played University of Alabama or something, schools that have,
I think it was a girls' team that actually beat a major university. I haven't seen
Coppin State beat Arizona State.
Yeah. I haven't seen the guys
and not just Coppin. Recently, who wants to beat somebody large too? Oh man, it'll come to me in a minute. But Coppin was the first this year. But typically, HBCUs, they you'll get 1 or 2 wins per season or more.
Yeah.
But the SWAC conference, man, right now, they look like they're struggling a little bit. We'll see how they bounce back during conference play.
What conference, Vince, would you say is the most competitive conference?
I would say for men's, CIAA. For me personally, I think men's or the MEAC.
MEAC seems, I was gonna say MEAC is tough. I haven't seen all the CIAA, but what we saw the other night, Lincoln looked tough.
But the SWAC, I think the women's side probably.
The women are bigger. The women's basketball is vicious right now. I mean, they are not playing.
Virginia Union too, they're good. And then Clark Atlanta is good as well. Now don't forget Clark Atlanta.
Okay,
it's superb. Central State, they're good too. So there's a lot of. I think overall, there's teams here and there. The whole conference. So if I'm going to say the whole conference, I'm going to say CIAA probably.
CIAA conference.
If it,
I got you.
So let me see. We got the the women's and the SAIC. So Clark Atlanta, of course, they're leading 10-4 on the East, and then in the West, Central State, they're leading 7-5. So, and then in conference play, they're 6-1. Like I said, you'll start seeing everything, trickle out because a lot of times they're playing schools outside of the conference.
And
for those who don't know, the SAIC, that's Clark Atlanta, Edward Water, out of Florida, Allen. You got Benedict, Albany State, Savannah State. That's where Shannon Sharp went. Fort Valley State, You have Central State, Miles College, Lane, Spring Hill, Kentucky State, Tuskegee University, and then Lemoyne Owen. So
Yeah, where did Shannon Sharp go at?
he went to Savannah State.
Savannah State. Yeah, I think I remember him saying that too. Man, let me tell you something. If you good, they're gonna come find out where you at. They're gonna come see you. So if you making some noise, I don't care where you at. If you making some noise, you gonna get a look, no doubt.
Most definitely gonna say that, and rightfully so.
Yes, sir.
So those who are discouraged out there, hey man, look, keep your head up. They're gonna come find you.
They're gonna come get you.
And then on the men's side, we got Clark Atlanta again. They're still 9-4, 6-0 in the conference. Morehouse is second, 5-1. You got Albany State 5-2, Edward Water 4-2, Savannah State 3-4, Benedict 3-4, 3-4, Fort Valley State 2-4, Allen is 1-6. In the West, Miles College is 6-1, 9-3 overall. Tuskegee is 4-2, 6-6 overall. Kentucky State. Actually, there was a kid from Kentucky State, I think, last year who might have went to the draft, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look him up for the men's side.
We got to look and see where some of the prospects are, some of the guys that look like they can play at the next level. And even if they can't play in the NBA, they may be able to play overseas or something like that. And there are so many opportunities that are open up in athletics where you can play at a professional level. So I don't want the guys to get discouraged because you don't make the NBA. Doesn't mean that you're not a professional. If you play overseas and you get paid for doing what you do, you are a professional. It may not be the NBA. I know guys that play ball in other countries that make very good money. So don't be discouraged if you don't make the NBA. You can still have an opportunity to get paid for playing basketball.
Oh yeah, so, most definitely.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
Right now we're moving on to the CIAA men's. Okay, Virginia State is 4-0 in the conference, 9-4 overall. Lincoln, PA is 4-0 in the conference and 9-6 overall. Bluefield out of West Virginia is 8-5 overall and 2-2 in the conference. And then the rest, Virginia, Union, Elizabeth State, Bowie State, they're all have one win in the conference. Fayetteville State in the south is 2-2. You got Chatelain, it's 3-3. Johnson Smith 2-2. Shaw University is 2-2. We just were at the game at Shaw.
Yeah, we just at the game Shaw. Yeah.
Livingston is 1-3, and then Winston-Salem, which is they have no wins yet. So in the conference play. So I think that division I would pick, if I had anybody to pick, I would probably pick either Lincoln or Virginia State. And I believe Lincoln won last year, so yeah.
Well, you know what, man? Listen, I'm gonna give a shout out to Shaw, man. They fought back. I mean, they fought. They did the best that they could. I like the competition, the fight. They didn't give up. You know, even in the face of major adversity, they did not give up. So I want to give them a shout out.
No doubt. We got Virginia Union up next for the women's basketball. They are 10-3. 4-0 in the conference. Bowie State 4-1, 10-7. These two always are battling in the CIAA for women's. Either Bowie State, Virginia Union, or Virginia State. They always battle tough in the last probably 20 years. So we have in the Southern Division, Fayetteville State 3-1. Chatelain is 3-3. Shaw is 2-2. Shaw did lose to Lincoln. The ladies. As well as the men. So, they fought hard. But in this conference, I believe that Bowie State will probably take it overall.
I like to see Lincoln play somebody like on their level, or a real competitive game. Because I'm telling you, man, I like that Montgomery girl that old girl could ball. She had a handle on that ball. She did a great job. So I want to give a shout out to her as well. She did a great job handling the pressure and still, maintaining composure.
Hey, listen, and let me tell you something. If you got to pick, don't just take our pick for granted. But who's your pick in your conference? CIAA, SWAC, the MEAC. Let us know who you are. Who your team is. Shout out to your team.
And some of your favorite players.
Hey,
I like to highlight some of the players that are really putting in that work.
Yeah, it to me, it's all like how you feel, because
No doubt, yeah.
It's similar to the Michael Jordan and the LeBron James debate.
No, man, don't start that, man.
People want to bring up that.
Now, listen, don't even bring that online, man.
It's similar to that
Look,
debate.
Look. We like Stephen A. and Big Perk.
Who's the best?
We Stephen A. and Big Perk.
I'm just saying, for a man to accomplish for that many years, it is truly amazing.
Yes, no doubt. I have to give him his props.
20 years and 25 points a game.
That's amazing.
It's remarkable. That stat alone.
Yeah, no doubt. I can't. I mean, I would never argue that. That would be,
And on the female side, there's some great talent in the WNBA as well. And we got to stop this racial type thing. Listen,
I think that's died down. I think most people have come to accept the fact the old girl can ball straight.
She can ball, and what difference it was she white or not?
Old girl, she giving up business. She giving up business every night.
They don't do that in the NBA though.
No. Well, you remember we had white chocolate. We had,
it ain't about you being white. It's about you balling. And these white players just coming here and they busting you behind.
If you can ball, you should be able to get your props. And not only that, she really set a precedence in the league, period, and then upgraded. A lot of stuff got upgraded. I'm talking about how people was flying, got upgraded. I mean, she was a factor. You can't take her out of the equation of all this taking place right now. So you can't take her out of the equation and say, "Oh, this would have happened anyway." I don't know. We can't say that.
Yeah, we can't.
If it would have happened, it may have happened years later. I mean, now So I gotta give her a props.
And then lastly, we got the MEAC conference. Okay, the MEAC, everybody. I know you're waiting for that. We got both Norfolk State and the women's and men's who were champions last year in this conference. So right now, Norfolk State is 2-0, 11-7 in play. South Carolina State is 1-0, 7-9 in play. Howard is 1-0. Compton State is 1-0. So, but overall, they're 2-13. On the men's side. So, a lot of these losses, like I said, they are playing tough teams on the road.
Yeah, tough team. What is Del State's record?
Del State is 0-2 in conference. And we just watched them play at St. Joe's recently. So
yeah. But that wasn't in conference. That was out of conference.
Yeah. So, and then they also played University of Delaware out of conference. So, as well. So. They're playing tough stuff. Battle tested for conference play. As it should be. So
as it should be. Shout out to Stan Waterman, the legendary coach, Hall of Fame coach, Stan Waterman, my main man.
Yeah, he's coach of Del State University, and also shout out to the new athletic director as well, and the new deputy athletic director.
Yeah, Tony Tucker.
So
Tony Tucker, man, let me tell you something. Tony Tucker was like a Swiss Army knife. When I say that. Old boy had a game. His whole game, he didn't have. I didn't see too many flaws. I didn't see too many flaws in Tony's game. And then he had a high IQ. He was a very high IQ player. So give shout outs to him. And listen, since we on this topic, I cannot go without saying Dr. Tony Allen is my main man. He's a straight winner. He knows how to hire champions in different spaces. He's, and he's hired Deshaun Jackson. Give a shout out to brother Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, no doubt.
We wish you well.
And also Norfolk State. Let's not.
Yeah, Norfolk State. That's right.
We got Michael Vick down there. So
So we give a shout out to them. We wish nothing but the best, and we're gonna keep them brothers in prayer. And keep them encouraged because we want to see them succeed. If they succeed, we succeed.
All right, we're gonna move on to Norfolk State, the women's side. We got 2-0 in the conference right now, and they are repeat. Well, they're trying to repeat as champions. Right now they're 2-0 in conference play, 14-4 in overall. So they've been balling in and out,
Yeah,
in and out of conference.
in and
Coppin
out.
State has
Come on, they
Coppin
giving it
State
up
has
no
been
matter
balling.
where they. I like that.
Coppin State has been balling in and out of conference play. They also beat Arizona State at home. So we have Howard University, who has been balling as well. They're 8-8 in overall, and 1-0 in conference play. Morgan State, Maryland Eastern Shore, Dell State, North Carolina Central, and South Carolina State all follows. They don't have any law. I mean, actually, they don't have any wins in conference. Sorry. Morgan has one win. So, so I believe that Norfolk State will repeat for the MEAC championship, and we will be there.
In the building, baby.
So,
in the building. Hey, Vince, also while we're here, I want to give a shout out to Coach Jay, the head coach of Lincoln, the girls, Lincoln University girls. Did a great job coaching. So Coach Jay, keep up the great work. Really proud of you.
We didn't get a chance to interview Shaw's coach. I'm not sure if he was a little up, after the game, he was a little heated. So,
well, I mean, he was a little heated, a little upset. So it's all good. You know what I mean? We'll get him next time. So
it's basketball, bro.
It's all right. Sometimes your emotions, you get upset. Your team should have represented and played much better than they did. And you can get we human, you know what I mean? So it's all good. I'm gonna chalk it up to that.
Nah, I can't talk. I gotta talk about the leadership, bro. Leadership. How you lead by example.
Okay.
Simple as that. You lead by example, and I won't accept less. With Shannon Sharp, don't accept anything in the loss. You wouldn't accept it and win. Okay, so the same way you win, the same way you lose, and so young people that are watching and people that are watching from the stands, they need to see that, So reflections, everything, but for another time, another day. But man, we went over all the conferences. Also, stay tuned next week. We're going to go over the indoor track season as well, and the championships coming up as well. I'll be highlighting some of the stars right now and some of the conference leaders for the 60 meters, the 60-meter hurdles, the women's sprints, men's sprints, distance, and jumps, and shot put and weight throws. So. Stay tuned for that next week as well. So, but
and you know what, Vince? I like to get the young lady back on that we had on. That was the track star, or what was her name?
Anaya. So she actually transferred over to Auburn, man.
Did she?
Yeah, she got in that portal, man.
She got that NIL joint.
that portal was
that's gonna change the game. And she was a straight dog. I mean, just listening to her work ethic. I love seeing kids that really value, hard work. They really value hard work, and they understand that, you really got to put this work in. And if you're gonna play at that next level, you have to be really committed to the work ethic. The people that are around you, the coaches that are coaching you, you want to make sure that they can help take you to that next level. So
Alabama, and they always have a decent talent in track and field.
Yeah, well, I kudos
to Norfolk State as well.
Kudos.
So, those teams, down there in South Carolina State, Norfolk State, they have tremendous talent who always comes in. The SWAC is known for track and field. We have they're all known for track and field. You have sprinkles here and there. And you'll see just years ago, North Carolina A&T, they swept the NCAA championships for men's 400.
Okay.
4x4, 4x1. So, the talent is deep and always has been in the HBCU.
Always has been. Okay.
That's one thing we thrive in. I like to see some of our students baseball. But all that who can run, who can jump, baseball. All of you can't go to NBA.
That's the
baseball. It's there for you, man. And guess what? It's a free scholarship. And learn something new.
And they paying.
What?
They paying in baseball. They give up that bag in baseball.
As a matter of fact, the farm league is probably better than any farm league out of all of them.
Oh, no, no. Well, the young guy, Bowser, the boy Bowser that played for, was it, what did he play for? I forgot. I forgot what team, but he got drafted, and then we looked up his salary. Oh boy, making like, you know what I mean? He got a signing bonus of 150, 150, 100. Come on. He making 150,000 a year, and his signing bonus was 150,000. 150,000.
And guess what? It's more opportunity in baseball than any sport. All of them combined. I mean, combined. I'm talking about football, basketball, soccer, all combined. Because there's more farm teams.
Oh yeah.
There's more professional farm teams. You got AAA, AA, 1A. You got the big leagues.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more options to get in there.
We had a cousin that was a beast.
Oh yeah. Now basketball, and for those who play basketball, I'm not trying to downplay you, but if you listen, you have opportunity, you're athletic, and you try something else. You may be shocked. May shock yourself. A lot of you are not going to go to the NBA, so get that out your head.
Please, well, you want to keep the dream alive. I ain't gonna tell them to do that.
I keep reality alive too. I keep reality alive too.
I know, but you still got it. But you got reality alive, but you also can aspire to go to the next level. You can have a dream. I'm not going to doubt somebody's dream. Sometimes
if you don't have reality, it can kill you.
Yeah, I'm just saying they may have a dream to do it, but to understand, you got to have the work ethic to go with it.
Listen to me. Sometimes if you don't have reality, it can kill you as well. So reality says, if this percentage is only going to the NBA, what else can I do in capacity? Maybe, to get a job or something. If I don't make it.
Oh yeah, you gotta have
you can't come back home. You don't come back home. You go to college. You go to college to leave home.
That's right. That's right. Don't make mom. Don't give mom no more work to do. She did her job. She raised you.
You got to think. Use your brain. If you can't make it in the NBA or WNBA, what else can I do? If I can't make it in the G League or the WG League, if I can't do that, what else can I do? Can I go overseas? If I can't go overseas, what else can I do in that sport? Can I coach? Can I coach? Scout?
Yeah.
There's so many. There's so many opportunities you can do in all sports.
Or you can do what we do. It's your own podcast or something like that. There's so many opportunities available. We're former athletes, right?
But you have to be realistic.
You gotta be realistic.
See, our kids have unrealistic expectations and dreams. People are not really telling them the truth. So you got to be truthful with yourself first.
But then you got to get your grades right. You got to have your grades right.
Yeah, education is critical.
That's critical right there. Definitely.
Education is critical.
Shout out! I gotta give a shout out to my daughter, Nia Faith Williams, man. 4.0 this semester.
Oh, as she should.
Come on, baby. As she should. Come on, baby.
As she should.
4.0. Go ahead, Nia Faith. You doing your thing. Keep putting that work in.
Hey, I need her to hire me.
That's DSU.
I need her to hire me one day, please.
Yeah. She putting in that work.
Hey, for those, listen. Like I said before, put your team down in the comments. Is your team going to win? Do they have what it takes to win your conference championship? Can they win the MEAC? The CIAA? Can they win the SWAC? What else? What I say? I missed one. Can they win the SAIC? Can they win the HBCU Conference? We don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, let us know something. Put your comment. Go ahead and clap in the chat. Tell us what's going on.
I know who will win the NBA championship.
Don't say what you said today, bro.
LeBron Money Green.
Oh my God.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
We are not winning the chip. They said that last
year. And for those out there, I know we joke around, but I mean we gotta be serious. And that's another thing. We're not serious about the stats. and the stats show. I mean,
he
was superior. He was superior.
There you go. You trying to get back. You trying to get back on that conversation.
I said the stats show he was superior, man.
All right.
Okay. Now I love Michael Jordan.
No, you don't. You're a hater. You're a Michael Jordan hater.
No, I'm not. I don't hate him.
It's okay. That's all right. It's plenty of them out there.
No. I said elevation. You don't believe in evolution.
Come on. No, I don't believe in it.
In soccer, they get better. In baseball,
my argument with you, Vince, was not about getting better. That wasn't my argument. My argument wasn't about getting better.
Yeah, you keep saying he's the best.
No, I did not. I'm not saying. I'm saying that in a certain era, there were other impediments that they had to deal with. They had to deal with the physical impediment, and that was not something that you can just wink at and say, "Oh, so what?" No, you can't. No, what are you talking about? If you're getting hand checked.
They were getting hand check in the 80s. They got hand check in the 70s. What are you talking about?
No, not that. No. All right. Okay.
Yes,
all right. Okay. All right. You know what you need to do. See, I've sat and spoke with NBA players who lived during that time and played during that era.
Can I ask you a question?
So you need to you may need to have a conversation. You may need to have a conversation with a Charles Oakley. Go have a conversation.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You acting like it wasn't players before them. You acting like it was a player in the 80s.
It was.
Player in the 70s.
But I'm talking about this.
So don't say listen to me, because it was dominant players in the 70s and the 80s who played hard and rough up.
But they were not as talented.
Every era is the toughest. Every era is the best.
Everybody thinks they're the toughest. All right, leave it there. Everybody thinks that era is the
best. Every era is the toughest. Every era is the best. So I would say this, but it was multiple players who were good in that era. People, everybody just always saying Jordan. Man, it was
a whole players
were good. Yeah, but y'all not talking about him. I
do. I talk about the glove. I talk about Tim Hardaway. I talk about Penny Hardaway, Shaq,
Drexler,
Akeem, The Dream, Olajuwon. I mean, I can name.
Shaq was unstoppable.
Yeah, he was the most dominant player we've ever seen.
So why he don't get no love?
He get love.
No, he don't. No, he don't.
Yes, he do. I give him love at that position.
Is he top? No. Is he top 3?
Of all time, you saying?
He can't be no less.
Shaquille
is the most dominant player.
He's the most dominant.
Not center.
Jack will be in my top 5.
Not center. Player.
Oh, center. You just saying player?
No. I said not center. Player.
Oh, just player. Period. Why you got
dominant?
Saying dominant player. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. He's one. Yeah, I would give him that. Yeah.
Now let's go back to football. Who's the most dominant player in football you've ever seen?
At what position, or just player?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well,
would you say LT?
Oh, definitely.
Would you say Deacon Jones?
I'm going with LT. LT.
That's what I'm saying. So
and Jim Brown. Jim Brown was a beast.
I said dominant, the most dominant one.
When you talking about a dominant, now let me say this. As far as a dominant running back, he was a dominant running back.
How about the WNBA?
My girl from Philly.
I think Swoops.
I love Dawn Stanley.
I think Swoops, man.
Yeah, Cheryl Swoops was nice. I like that. Nice. I like point guards. Dawn Stanley was my girl.
I said the most dominant player. I ain't say she was nice.
Okay, all right.
How about the most dominant player in college basketball?
So in college ball, who's the most dance? Cheryl Swoops, I guess that she was nice. Oh, my girl, what's the tall girl that played Shaquille O'Neal, she real cool with Shaquille O'Neal. What's her name? Oh my God.
You mean from LSU?
Did she play for LSU back then?
You talking about? I need to know.
Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, I'm talking about Lisa Leslie. Lisa Leslie was my girl. Oh yeah, she was nice.
I'm taking scoops.
Yeah. Lisa Leslie.
But see, that's the
She's the first girl I saw dunking.
We got players, everything though. We got players that are dominating every era, and it doesn't matter whether you play soccer, badminton, tennis.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, because they get better though, John. That's what I'm talking about. They get
better.
No,
they do. So
they get Serena Williams had to learn from the people in front of her.
Yeah.
To become dominant. And now somebody's going to out dominate her one day.
Well, somebody did beat her.
No. I'm not saying beat her. Somebody's going to be as dominant like her.
Yeah, her resume is strong. So
that's what I'm saying.
Just because you beat her one time, don't mean that you
right. That's what I'm saying. So
you got so many grand slams, and she got a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, you might have beat her one time, but her resume is strong.
I mean, look at Michael Phelps and swimming and stuff. So one day somebody will outdo him.
Yeah.
These sure. boys is getting
stronger. Stronger. Yeah,
younger, man.
Well, they get, and a lot of them look at those that were great. So somebody that loves swimming, they'll probably look at his resume, look at what he did, and be like, okay, how could I want to top that.
Now, if you like swimming and getting high, you love Michael Phelps. That man, he smokes the best weed on the planet, he said. Michael Phelps said he was high at the Olympics. He said, hold on a second. And die, man. Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, Michael Phelps was crazy. But that man is crazy. He's crazy. But unfortunately, man, he's a champion though.
He's a champion. He
got 24 gold medals or something.
Can't take it away from him.
It's like track and field. We came from Bob Hayes to Carl Lewis to great sprinters, and then Bolt. I mean,
but what do you think?
And now there's kids who are younger than him, 16, and made the Olympics. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the talent is getting.
It is
16 years old. Put that in perspective.
Yeah, that's
one of the world's fastest. I don't know what's in the water, what's in the food, or what they selling at Wawa.
I don't. Hey, they need to be a sponsor first. Don't put that cup down.
Hey man, Wawa man.
And speaking of that, listen, if we have anybody out there that wants to desire to be a sponsor for HBCU Original, please hit us up. We'd like to have a conversation with you, bring you on, and have an interview with you, talk to you or one of your representatives, and guess what? We can see if we can make that happen. So reach out to us.
Yeah, definitely. Our plans, and we definitely will see you guys, of course, at the MEAC championships, also the CIAA basketball championships as well. That will be coming up pretty soon. Hopefully we may be down at the SWAC championship. We'll see as well. I did speak to the athletic director for Southern and the commissioner for the HBCU Conference. So we may be coming down there as well. Check us out, man. You know what I mean? We might be in a town near you.
Absolutely. Well, I know. Hey, listen, I know we're gonna be going down. Where are we going at? February 27th.
Super Bowl. I'm trying to get down there.
We're going to the boot raid, baby.
Yeah, because he'll be at the Super Bowl, won't he?
I'm sure. I don't know doubt about it.
Yeah, I gotta and also for those who want to sponsor me. And as John did mention a few minutes ago, we do have a sponsorship.
At HBCU Original, we specialize in creating stunning visuals and tailored marketing solutions to advance your business and elevate your brand. Whether it's eye-catching graphics, immersive video campaigns, or social media strategies, you are our focus. With a network of 1 million students and alumni combined, we have the platform, reach, and influence to get your business seen like never before. We've been where the culture lives. HBCU Original has captured unforgettable moments at some of the biggest games and events in the HBCU space. Cricket Celebration Bowl Game, Bayou Classic Bowl Game, NYC Classic at MetLife Stadium. Advance your business. Get seen. Be the focus. Partner with HBCU Original and let us take your visual needs to the next level. Together, we'll expand your horizon, reach your audience, and make sure your business doesn't just get seen, it gets remembered. HBCU Original, your vision amplified.
Yeah, so we'd like to thank you, for coming out today. That just was a HBCU basketball preview. Like I said before, stay tuned. We're going to come back to you next week. Actually, a couple of days. I got the track and field indoor. I want to go over and highlight some of the best in the indoor track and field right now. So we got a lot of great talent, a lot of great freshmen who are doing tremendous work within the college ranks, and some who are leading the nation, actually. So, John, take us out, man. We got anything else you want to say before you take us out?
Yo, hey, listen, 2025, we staying alive. Listen, we need to get on board right now with HBCU Original. Listen, we having a great time. We having so many awesome experiences here, working with so many people, the different coaches. We're just having a great experience here. And we want you to have a great year. Have a great year. New year, new you. It's your boy, J.L. Williams. Vince, let's get it, baby.
Peace.